Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Goddess Tulsa. We are definitely live. We have a great show for you today. If you have not looked, go ahead and check out the banner and we will check out the description and we'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming by to the Queen Tulsa Show. I'm your host, Goddess Tulsa. And what we are here today, first of all, let's say hello to everybody that is joining. Together we break change. Says, I can't wait. I know you're going to bring it, sis. Thank you so much. And hello and welcome. All right, we have Sonya maybe in here, our head mod. So don't play with her or don't play with this chat because she'll get you or what? Right together. Then we have Cool Gamer. Hello, how are you? Listen, guys, I'm actually uh we are moving our set right now. So if you guys can just give us a few moments of your time, we will be right back. I'm going to play some relaxing music just to keep you guys entertained, but just give me 1 second. I'm almost done with our new setup. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all for being patient with me today. I really, really, really appreciate it. First of all, I want to say again, once again, I want to shout out to, first of all, our subscribers and first of all, our mods because they help keep the show running. So shout out to Sonia Mabia and Jesse Cat 31. They keep our chat rolling. They keep you guys entertained and they also keep you all reminded of what's going on. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We're going to have to do better with this lighting, child. Okay. Give us 1 second. Give us 1 second. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, we are here to talk about today's hot topics and the just how divided the US is as a whole. As a whole. It's sad, it's disheartening. Innocent people are losing their lives. You know what I'm saying? And kids are losing their lives. And I want to say this. So I was at my child's graduation yesterday, right? That isn't giving me what needs to give me. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. But listen, there were there was a mass shooting up in Buffalo, New York, and our elderly had lost their lives. You know, the elderly had lost their lives. It's just been shooting after shooting. And one thing I did want to say is I wanted to take a look at the mass shootings that we've had here in the US this year. And so actually I'm going to go ahead and click on this. And so our first mass shooting was, well, not our first, but the latest mass shooting was May 24th, 2022 in Texas. The city was Uvalde. And on May 23rd, we had one, Cleveland, Ohio. That was on May 23rd. Then May 23rd again, South Carolina, North Charleston. So let's go ahead and click on this. So mass shootings in 2022. Um, like I said, the one in March with the oh my God. Okay, so we'll click on this. This is our latest. My nephew was killed by a crazy man. Devastated relatives of children killed in Texas elementary school massacre described their horror as first young victims of gunmen are identified as 2 boys and 4 girls. Okay. 6 students have been identified among the 19 children killed Tuesday during a mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. 2 boys, Xavier Lopez, 10, and Uzziah Garcia, 9, were confirmed dead by family. Wow. 4 girls, Makina Elrod, A. Marie, Joe Garcia, Eliana Torres, and Ellie were also named among the deceased. 2 fourth-grade teachers, Irma Garcia and Eva Morales, were also killed. Desperate relatives have taken to social media, posting pictures of several children who still remain missing. Officials expect the death toll to rise in the coming days. So, 2 boys and 4 girls have been identified as the first child victims of the Texas elementary school massacre that left at least 19 kids dead as desperate relatives search for their missing loved ones. Fourth-grade student Xavier Lopez, 10, was killed Tuesday when an 18-year-old gunman opened fire at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. The boy's mother had attended his award ceremony just hours before the shooting, unaware that that would be the last time she saw her son alive. his cousin told KTRK. Okay, so we're going to go down. A GoFundMe account has been established by a family member to help his parents raise money for the funeral. The family had already collected more than $24,000 by Tuesday night. The family of Uzziah Garcia, 9, said he was killed in the shooting hours after announcing he was among the missing. My nephew was a victim of a school shooting today, Garcia uncle Mitch Refroner wrote on Facebook, adding that he was killed by a crazy man. The boy's family told NBC5 Garcia would have turned 10 this summer. Makina Lee Elrod, 10, was confirmed dead by a family friend late Tuesday night after her father, Brandon Elrod, revealed she had been missing since the shooting and said he feared she may not be alive. Wow. So there's Xavier, and this is Uzziah, and then this is Makina. So they were siblings. Brandon told KTRK he was on the way to the funeral home because we can't find my daughter. It's pretty sad what this world's coming to. He said it's pretty sad what this world's coming to, he told the TV station. Pilar Newberry, whose daughter was in a tumbling class with Elrod, confirmed her death on Facebook hours later, saying, "Sweet Makina, rest in paradise. My heart shattered as my daughter Chloe loved her so much. I'll never forget how excited she was to meet a new friend from a different school. Just a few weeks ago, she got a friendship bracelet from her at the ballpark, and she wears it every day. When she wakes up tomorrow, she's going to be devastated, praying so hard for her sweet family." Anne-Marie Joel Garza was also confirmed dead by the U.S. Marshals Tuesday night, according to ABC News. She had just celebrated her 10th birthday on May 10th. "My little love is now flying high with the angels above," her father, Angel Garza, wrote on Facebook. "Please don't take a second for granted. Hug your family. Tell them you love them. I love you, Anne-Marie Jo." Stephen Garcia and Jennifer Lugo confirmed their daughter Ellie was killed in Tuesday's massacre after she had been missing for several hours. "It's hard to issue out a statement on anything right now. My mind is going at 1,000 miles per hour, but I do want to send our thoughts and prayers to those who also didn't make it home tonight. Our Ellie was a doll and was the happiest ever," Stephen wrote on Facebook. "Mom and Dad love you. Never forget that. And please try and stay by our side." Eliana Elijah Cruz, Torres 10, was also identified amongst the deceased. The fourth grader didn't want to go to school on Tuesday. Her grandfather told Fox News, but her family told her she had to. So far, police have confirmed that 19 children and 3 adults, including a 44-year-old teacher, were killed in Tuesday's massacre. Police source told KTRK they expect the death toll to rise. You know what's so sad about this is these were innocent children. They did not get a chance to live their potential. They didn't get a chance to live life like it's golden. If you guys can hear me, please put a 7 in there. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me see. Okay, so I'll just keep it going. Another thing that I do want to address, so we'll still go down the list. So May 24th, we just talked about Uvalde, Texas, with the school shooting at Robb Elementary. Then you have one here in Cleveland, Ohio on May 23rd. Then North Charleston, South Carolina, May 23rd. Goshen, Indiana, May 21st. Tacoma, Washington, May 21st. Kissimmee, Florida, May 20th. Highland, California, May 20th. New Orleans, Louisiana, May 20th. Chicago, Illinois, May 19th. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, May 18th. East Palo Alto, California, May 17th. Laguna Woods, California, May 15th. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, May 15th. Elizabeth, North Carolina, May 15th. Houston, Texas, May 15th. Amarillo, Texas, May 15th. Buffalo, New York, May 14th. And this is the one that really got everybody out of line, everybody out of pocket, everybody out of place, because they were in a grocery store shopping, if not for that night's meal, but for the days after meal. So just imagine going to a grocery store just to do your shopping as you would usually do. Our goal is just to, let's get in here, let's navigate. I want to be in and I want to be out. But then you have some days where you just like, okay, I got time today. So now I can move at my own pace. Buffalo, New York. That's where we are going to go right now. Buffalo, New York. And as a matter of fact, this is what we're going to do since we're here and everybody's present. This is what we're going to do. We're going to light a candle for all the victims that were affected. We're going to light a candle for all the people that lost someone that are suffering. And so what I'll do is I want to take a moment of silence, and we'll take a minute of silence because we got to pay homage. They're not here with us. We're going to pay homage. So this candle is going to symbolize, it's a white candle. This is just to symbolize that we love them, we care about them, and we're going to use our voices to make a difference so it doesn't happen. Okay, so we got our candle lit. And now we're going to do a moment of silence for 1 minute. Okay, so that was our minute, and we're actually going to let the candle go the whole segment. To some comments. So what we being distracted from now? Definitely, I feel like we're being distracted for something, but what is it? I'm really not sure. Texas has an open carry law. Anyone except felonies can get one. A felon. Okay, so I know a lot of people are saying, like, let's crack down on gun laws. And I feel like they're trying to take away our guns and then they're going to come at us hard. Let's look back in slavery. We were overpowered. We had no guns. We couldn't fight back. I encourage everybody out there, if you are able, willing, and body, if your record's clean, go ahead and get you a armor. protect your house, protect your family, and also get out there and vote. We need to see who's voting for what in our cities, in our districts. We definitely need to get on that. Okay. Now we're gonna go on over here to the Buffalo shooting. So what's the latest article? Okay, so this was 9 hours ago. Okay, so what we'll read is the Buffalo shooting is a reminder that millions don't live near a grocery store. Okay, so before we get into this, black communities, black communities, black communities, if you guys go out to these black communities, go and see how many grocery stores we have. Go and see how many grocery stores we have. But and while you're looking to see how many grocery stores we have, look how many Chinese restaurants, how many nail salons that we have in those hoods, how many Arab stores that we have in those hoods. They're profiting off the black community, just like Patrice Colors. Just like Patrice Colors. They come in our neighborhoods, they take our dollar, and they don't give a damn about us. Black people, wake up. Start investing into your communities. Start investing into gardening. Start investing into livestock. Start growing your own food. Start getting things together because it's going to be a showdown soon. I don't know how soon, but it's going to be a showdown soon. And we need to stay prepared. We don't even have baby formula to feed our children. And that's some women. Some people say, oh, well, go to breastfeeding. Well, some people can't breastfeed. Some people can't. Yeah, Texas is not letting their guns go. I understand. I do understand. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read this article surrounding the Buffalo, New York massacre. The racist massacre at Buffalo, New York grocery store this month has refocused attention on an issue that affects millions of Americans: lack of access to healthy, affordable food. The shooter not only tore apart lives and families, he also struck an institution at the heart of a community, a grocery store that residents fought for years to get, in a neighborhood that hadn't had a supermarket like it in decades. It was a village watering. It was a village watering hole. Tommy McClan, a resident of Buffalo's East Side neighborhood, told NPR last week. It's more than just a Tops grocery store. It was a lot bigger than that for that community. With the Tops closed for the foreseeable future as authorities continue to investigate the shooting, the community around it has been left without easy access to healthy and affordable food. In other words, it has become a food desert. Okay, so a lot of us are fortunate to have a grocery store near us or not that far from us. But the people in New York, in Buffalo, New York, to be exact, in a black community, to exaggerate, they said, F it. We're doing an investigation. And how you guys eat is not our problem. So is this going to be a trend where you go into black neighborhoods and commit a massacre in our grocery stores to shut down our food supply? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, we're going to go on. What are food deserts? And should we even be calling them that? A food desert. Yes. You have the wrong number. And can you put me on your do not call list? My name is not Haley. A food desert. Okay. What are food deserts and should we even be calling them that? A food desert refers to an area where people have limited access to a variety of healthy and affordable food. These areas may have been convenience stores, carryouts, or fast food restaurants, but they do not have any large grocery stores, supermarkets, or super centers to carry on an array of fresh foods, including fruits and vegetables. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know how important your fruits and vegetables are to you? If you don't even have a piece of meat, you can eat you some fruits and vegetables. And that's why it's so important for us to start gardening, for us to start investing into livestock. Start growing your food. I don't care if it's one plant a day or one plant a month. Start growing your stuff, okay? In recent years, many of those who work on this issue have been moving away from using the term food desert, food desert, food desert, however you want to call it. Caroline Harris, acting director of Healthy Food Access at the Food Trust, a Philadelphia based nonprofit that works on healthy food access across the country, says calling an area a food desert implies a naturally occurring phenomenon rather than a result of systemic practices such as redining that have caused disinvestment and subsequent lack of grocery stores in communities. The term also ignores many opportunities and resources that exist in these communities, says Harris, who prefers to talk about the grocery gap in undeserved communities. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is also bypassing the term. The agency's Economic Research Service now uses the term low income and low access to designate the areas country of the country with limited access to healthy food. So they want to call it low income or and low access. You want to know why? Because a food desert or dessert is more, it gets your attention more. So when you say low income, you're like, oh, okay, they're not making what I'm making, but they're receiving services. Bullcrap, in my opinion. Such access is a big problem for many Americans, depending on which measure you use. Limited access to a food store affects somewhere between 5% and 17% of the US population, says Alana Rohn, an agricultural economist at the USDA Economic Research Service. Okay, so now we're going to ask our question. How can I see what areas have low access to groceries? Okay, so a US map shows low income census tracts with low access to food stores. Explore healthy food access with the USDA. So, Food Access Research Atlas. Okay, so that's how you'll find it, or even type it into Google. So, how can I see the areas? At, how can I see what areas have the low access to groceries? So, just type this into Google. It's going to let you know. It's going to break it all down for you, right? Okay, so the Food Access Research Atlas, created by the USDA Economic Research Service, provides an overview of food access around the country by showing the census tracts that are low income and or have low access to a food store. Food stores include super centers, big box stores that sell groceries, supermarkets, and a large grocery store. So if you want to know what food stores are, if you want to say, oh, well, that's a big box store, it's a food store, it's a food source. Okay, a supermarket, that's a food source. Okay, large grocery store, that is a food store, it's a food source. But the USDA map does not necessarily provide a full accounting of people's options, and that's where they're going to get you. A 2009 USDA report noted that people do not shop for groceries only near their house. They travel to work, school, church, and beyond, and often purchase food on the way. Using an access measure that only considers distance from home is likely to underestimate the options available for food shopping. Why does healthy food access matter? We're about to let you know. and we'll take it back. Let's just say this. We have some kids that are living in a home and their parents are getting food stamps. They're maybe getting child support and things like that. And not all, some people are abusing those resources. They are selling the food stamps. They are throwing these big barbecues, and not for themselves, but for a party, and taking food out of the kids' mouth. That's another problem, another story for another day. But we're going to go ahead and keep on rolling. Okay. So, why does healthy food access matter? People who live in areas with limited access to healthy and affordable food may be more prone to poor diets. You got diabetes, you got high sugar, you got all that, and have outcomes such as obesity or diabetes. Rohn says food stores also provide community access to government programs that help with food affordability, such as the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, which is called SNAP. So that's food stamps. Harry's notes that access to a variety of healthy foods is especially important against the backdrop of COVID-19, when health and pre-existing conditions like diet-related disease can make people more vulnerable. It should be noted, however, that the link between food desserts, and obesity has been studied many times and is contested. And as we know, obesity runs high here. Hell, it runs high anywhere if you ask me. But we have to start eating healthy. We have to start watching what we put in our bodies. Let's pick up a piece of fruit before we pick up a piece of candy. Let's grab a bottle of water before we pick up that Diet Coke or that Pepsi. Let's make sure we are getting our vegetable intake. Let's make sure we are getting our sleep. Let's make sure we are working out and being healthy. Okay? A 2013 review of the research by the Food Trust and Policy Link identified several studies that found positive health outcomes were associated with access to healthy food. But the review also highlighted other findings that question the strength of that connection. Okay, is the grocery store gap getting better or worse? Let's find out. Progress has been mixed. Between 2015 and 2019, the number of low-income census tracts fell, but the number of low-income access areas went up. When combined, the number of communities that were both low-income and low access in 2019 was higher than in 2015. Harry says that in some ways, a lot of progress has been made over the past 10 to 15 years in terms of awareness and in the number of innovative projects. For example, there are now programs that help corner stores carry fresh produce or make SNAP benefits or go further if used at a farmer's market. Okay, but these convenience stores are high as hell. But challenges remain, she says, and in the pandemic has only understood how vital a grocery store is to the community. Very much so. And anytime y'all want to scare people and say, oh, the world's about to end or it's a tragedy, and then they run, buy up all the toilet paper, leave everything else. But that's another story for another day. We started calling them frontline and essential workers for a reason. Harry says they literally became the heart of everyday neighborhood, and neighborhoods that didn't have a grocery store nearly where nearby were all of a sudden in a crisis. Correct. So we want to disrespect the grocery store workers and, oh, you only make this, but really they were essential, and we saw how important they were in that pandemic. Then there are challenges that go way beyond the pandemic. Stores operate on extremely thin profit margins. Independent operators face competition from Amazon and big box stores, such as Walmart, Target, and all those. Equipment such as refrigeration has to be maintained. Okay, we have to keep an eye on every locality across the country to ensure the right supports are in place to keep these grocery stores viable, says Harry's. Okay, how does food access affect rural communities? We're about to learn. Residents of rural areas can be hit especially hard by a lack of grocery stores, especially if they don't have a car. Since public transit is rare, even for residents who do have a car, the trip to pick up food can be a long one. Okay, so in rural areas, this is people out in the country, out in the boondocks, out to they just in the middle of nowhere, so they are really affected. In rural areas, often people have to drive 20 to 30 miles to get to a grocery store, which can be an hour round trip. And it's commute counteractive, counterintuitive because often rural areas are associated with farmland. Yes, they are. And why aren't they growing their food? But that product isn't always produced that gets back to the local community, says Harris. This is absolutely an issue that impacts rural areas as well. Okay. And so now we are going to go down. How can communities without a grocery store try to get one? Okay, so if you're in a Black community, this is what you're going to want to pay attention to. You don't have one, we're about to educate you. Okay, so community members can start by engaging with city and or county officials to highlight the need and understand what what resources might be available to support a project, says Harris. One resource available in many states as well as the federal level is a public-private program called the Healthy Food Financing Initiative, or HHFI. The program offers financing and technical assistance to provide the program offers financing and technical assistance to support healthy food retailers in low to moderate income and underserved communities. Operating costs in food deserts are generally higher, while profit margins tend to be lower, explains Laura Strange, a spokesperson for the National Grocers Association, which represents independent wholesale and retail grocers. It sometimes takes a number of years for those stores to become profitable enough to sustain their operations, Strange said in an email. But HFFIS can help, she says, by providing grocers with the initial support they need to help migrate some of the challenges experienced when operating a store in a food desert. Okay. And so we're going to go far as to how much can online delivery services help. Okay, so if you are struggling, you can't make it to the grocery store, you need to do it online, you need some help, and you want to know how much can online delivery services help? Well, we're about to tell you. Okay? A new study from Brookings found that 90% of people living in low income, low access tracts have at least one option for delivery of fresh groceries or prepared foods from among four prominent delivery services. Amazon, okay, Amazon. Okay, let me go ahead and put my phone on do not disturb because people still want to call. So example, Amazon, Fresh and Whole Foods, Instacart, Uber Eats, and Walmart. So these are some avenues that you guys can take. So Amazon Fresh and Whole Foods, you got Instacart, you have Uber Eats, and you have Walmart. Researchers note that still leaves 4.5 million people in the United States who live in low income, low access areas outside the reach of these services, mostly in rural areas lack broad land. Access can also be a barrier, because you have the senior citizens. Some people get up in age where they can't drive, or they may have had a life event that prevented them from driving. Okay. Harry says grocery delivery apps can be helpful, especially when combined with education and affordability. as she notes that many healthy food financing programs will fund grocery projects that include food delivery components. But grocery stores provide more than just groceries, they also provide jobs for members of the community, put Black people to work in their community. Hello. And their physical presence matters. People like to go shop, people see people to pick out things they want and touch them, says Harry's. A grocery store is a place, she says, where people go to feel connected to their community. I agree 100%. But however, let's just say you're going to the grocery store to get food for your family and you don't make it home. That's the problem. That is a problem. Okay. 82 says there's no grocery stores in the hood. There's no grocery stores in walking distance where I live. And you know that's sad because it's preventing you from getting the nutritions that you need. You know, I feel like nobody should go starving, and a grocery store should be nearby. Just like there's a Walgreens and a CVS in every area, there should be a grocery store in every area. And I don't want to hear, oh, well, people steal. Well, put security in there. Put security in there. What about Pepsi? Yes, Pepsi it's not healthy for you. Let's just call a spade a spade. If we want to talk about what's healthy and what's not, it's not healthy. Pepsi isn't healthy. It's got all that sugars and stuff in there. Let's try to pick up a bottle of water before we go and get that Pepsi. I'm not telling you don't get the Pepsi, but I'm just saying include water into your diet, you know? Hey, Sonya Tulsa, 82 together. Cool gamer. Yes, hello, everybody. Hello. But it's a problem in the Black community, you know. And with this Buffalo shooter, he went there, he scoped it out. He was asked to leave. He was he was soliciting and he was being disrespectful in the store with the shoppers that were there at that time. And let's rewind it back. He had issues in the past. He said that he wanted to unalive some people. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's this. But what triggers me the most is, why was he handled with gentle care? And why was he not unalived? He should have been unalived just like the person in Texas. They should get unalived. And you know what? I feel like they should get it even more. If they can go in these places and if we can visually see the aftermath, let us see them on TV getting injected. Let me get my satisfaction. He got his. Let me get my justice for the people that are unliving. There was an activist. Let me see if I can get the names of the people. The names of the victims in Buffalo. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, Buffalo shooting victim laid to rest. City marks 1 week. Wow. I just couldn't. Here, I'm going to go ahead and play this video for us right quick.
717 is the time.
Give me 1 second. We got an ad that had come up, but I just couldn't imagine, my loved one going to this grocery store to get me a meal to cook or give me some juice or get me whatever it was that she was going to go get and not come back home. That's traumatic. And let's talk about mental health right after this.
Right.
Okay.
Right now, today, the first funeral will take place for one of the victims of the Buffalo mass shooting. Now, the events in New York and others places like that triggering for families who have
Okay, this won't let us be great. They keep putting in ads.
lost their relatives to similar tragedies. When almost 7 years ago, then 21-year-old Dylan
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm actually going to share it on the screen so we all can.
walked into a church, Mother of Emmanuel Church in South Carolina, fired shots, killing several people. Joining us.
You know what? I've been sitting right here talking to you guys on mute. I done read the comments and everything. So I'm like, whoa, Sonya said I drink Pepsi. I'm not gonna stop drinking it. LOL. All my doctors know I drink it, and I'm not gonna stop. Okay. I can agree. Just Cat says making a jug of homemade tea is a good way to get a bit more water. You can make it sweet and it still won't have as much sugar as a soda. I'm not giving up my soda, but I have tried to cut back. Absolutely. I'm a soda drinker. I love me a piece of soda, Here, actually, yeah, let me go ahead and drop the link. So you guys can come up, sound off, give your opinions, give your thoughts. My biggest thing, I say everything to say this: mental health is real. Check on your people. When somebody says something, don't take it lightly. Somebody threatening you, they have mental issues, call the police. Get it on paper. Hey, I'm in fear of my life. This person didn't threaten me. Whatever the case may be. Stop taking mental health easy. Listen, a person's threatened you. Take it serious. Take it serious. Take it as though they are standing right there in your face and they're about to commit an act. It is real. This is real. Hey, Sonya, how are you?
I
Good. Let me just read this comment and then I'm gonna let you tear off into it. Soda is addictive. I gotta have it, but I started to buy the 7 Up zero sugar brand. But see, even though they say it's no sugar, girl, it's still sugar up in them things. I figure if I'm gonna drink soda, at least let it be the 0 calories. I still think it's sugar in there. Sonya, welcome to the show. Sonya's our head mod. Make sure you guys are following Sonya on her link, SonyamABEYA, and you can find her there on all platforms. And yes, hello, Seattle girl. Girl, I'm over here on a tangent. I'm bothered. I'm heated. And then before I say this, with that school shooting, no lie, this is the honest God truth. And Sonya, I promise I'm gonna let you go. But I was sitting at my child's graduation yesterday, and so we're sitting there. They had us sitting there. My child is like, "Get there early because they said if it ain't no seats, And if anybody knows me, I'm not an early morning person. I, I stayed up overnight just to make it. Let's just say that. So I get there and they have us sitting on the bleachers, but then there's chairs down here. And, I didn't really pay attention to the chairs, but I saw people, like I said, we sat there for an hour. So then they finally release us. I mean, they finally, time is start finally coming up. Then I see people moving and sitting in those chairs. So I went and sat in the chair. Then the graduates come in, they sit down. But I want to say the blessing is I had an anxiety. I was thinking like I don't have my gun on me. I don't have my gun in my purse. My gun is in my car. So I'm thinking like that. But then I see this school officer. He's got a gun and he got the cups. So I'm like, okay. But I had an anxiety that I ain't had before. I remember sitting at a graduation. I wasn't scared, but now things are happening. But I say this to say that I felt it in my spirit something wasn't right. When we left and got home, I look at the news. It was a shooting at an elementary school. But I say this, ladies and gentlemen, love on your kids, hug on your kids, kiss on your kids, and also have talks with your kids when something happens. You got to find an action plan, okay? Because in those situations, we run to panic. Baby, I know you're going to run into panic, but if you can just think of these 1, 2, 3 tools. Go ahead, Sonya. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you was right. What you talking about? What you feeling?
Yeah.
But that what's her name? Seattle girl. It had sugar in her. Don't believe it. It probably got that I would say that unsweetened sugar in there, and it'll kill you faster than regular sugar. So don't ever believe that. Sorry, but it's true. They told me to drink diet soda. I told my doctor, you go on a diet. So that diet will kill me quicker than that regular sugar. But good luck. And they looked at
Mm.
me like I was crazy. I'm like, it's true. That mess tastes like salt. Sorry, it does. No, thank you. I drink water, but I'm gonna drink my Pepsi. I told you, I don't care what the hell y'all talking about. Good luck. I'm not gonna stop drinking my Pepsi. I don't cut down drinking like I used to drink a 36 pack in a day by myself. I cut that
Mm.
down. I drink a lot more water than I was, but I'm not gonna. I was in the hospital, and I told them, I don't get no Pepsi. I'm about to turn this whole flow up. I need me a Pepsi right now. And they brought me a Pepsi.
All right. So you was having a Pepsi fit.
Yep. I
Wow.
don't like
So
I drink coffee every now and then. If I can't get a Pepsi, I would drink coffee, but I gotta have my Pepsi. I'm sorry. That's my you diabetic. Y'all give me insulin shots twice a day. Huh? I get my insulin shot in the morning. What
yeah.
for it? Stop playing.
Seattle girl
Anyway,
says,
about that, about that boy that shot that store.
uh-huh.
I'm about sick of people always saying, well, somebody do something. Oh, they mental. He knew exactly what he was doing. When he walked up on that white man, he saw that he was white. Oh, I'm sorry, and kept walking. That let me know he knew what the fuck. I'm sorry, he knew what he was doing, and he was in his right mind. Wasn't nothing mental about him. He went live saying what he was about to do. He knew what he was doing. I'm about sick of them putting that mental on people that's not mental. Because if he was like a psychotic person, he'd have shot any and everybody. He wouldn't have cared who he shot.
Yeah. Color didn't
That he
have anything
wasn't
to
him.
do with it.
Hmm?
I said color wouldn't have had anything to do with it. Hello, Auntie J. Welcome to the chat.
Hey, Queen, how are you?
Good, and yourself,
I'm great. Hey, what's
Sonya?
your name? Sonya. Hey, Sonya, how are you?
How you doing?
Good.
I
Go
know you
ahead.
be on King Payne show, don't
I be on where?
you? King Payne.
Yeah, I'm
I know
part of
I'm a
the Crown
model
family.
for too.
Yeah, I'm part of the Crown family.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so listen, before you guys go on into you guys' conversation, let me just read these the chats right quick. Seattle Girl says, "Me too. I had a panic attack while in the grocery store last night because of all these mass shootings. Everything's changed. I can agree." She says, "You're right, sis, because I've heard that artificial sweetener is bad for us, but I don't drink alcohol, so I need something." Jessica says, "Hello, Aunt Jay." She also says, "I did hear Dr. Oz say drinking regular sodas are healthier than the diet version. He said the same thing with mayo. He says, go for the regular over the fat free versions because it's less
Mm-hmm.
chemical." Okay,
That's
so ladies, y'all are up here. Sonia, you were saying something. Go ahead, and then we'll let Auntie J jump right on in.
Now, I was just saying that I'm about tired of people always saying this person is mental or this person is no, no. Let's not do that. We're not gonna label everybody that. They know what they was doing. I see a psychiatrist, and I've been diagnosed with PTSD, bipolar, all this right here, and I told them if I want to put my hands on somebody, I don't care what color they are, if they male, female, kid or not. I do not care. I really don't. But he knew what he was doing. He was for everybody that was not white. They let me know he was in his right mind. Because like I said, a mental patient
mm-hmm.
is not gonna care what color you are or who
Mm-hmm.
you are. When they shoot you, they gonna shoot you. They don't care who they shoot. So that let me know that
That's
man
right.
went crazy. And for us that school
That's
shooting in
right.
Texas, it kind of made me. I'm trying to figure out what is they trying to keep us from paying attention to. 'Cause every time they do a distraction, they doing it for a reason. What's the reason?
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden, everybody want to kill somebody now. Okay, I don't believe that. Sorry, I just don't. Mm-mm.
But if you think about it though, right? With us, and I'm Auntie J again. Thank you, Queen, for having me on your platform.
Oh,
I
you're
want to
welcome.
say, if you think about it, Sonya, it is mental health because um, things happen in our childhood sometimes that may not ever get addressed. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have the type of parents that's asking you certain types of questions, then hello. And he was angry with black people. I ain't justifying nothing. But he was angry. His mama and pappy should have been checking his room. You see what I'm saying? We give our young people too much freedom. You got to watch them. They got phones, tablets, and everything else to look on there and see how to do whatever you want to do. Get whatever you want to get off the internet. And nobody was checking on him. And sometimes a child, even though it's negative attention, they just want the attention of their parents. And he like, since I hate black people anyway, let me go have my day. At least my mom and dad will recognize me then. And it might be sad, but it might be true.
He
It
learned
might
that
be
at
true.
home. He learned that
Huh?
at home. Kids, kids are not born racist. They learn that from home.
Right.
Their
He might have
parents.
learned it from himself, though. He might have learned it from himself. He might have learned it in school. We can't say,
Was
I
he
can't say
18? Was he
he was
18?
18. Yeah, he was 18.
Or he's
But
18, he grown, he knew what the hell he doing. I'm not gonna blame his parents. But I
I
mean,
ain't
you
going
know how white
to,
people they are. Black people, you ain't shut no doors in black folks' house. Ain't gonna happen. They all in
right.
your room,
And
they in
sometimes
your
you
diary
in your
at a black
box,
person
you
house.
in your book bag. Somebody should have been checking on him. And nobody was checking on him. I don't believe his parents would send him out there to do that. They want their son at home. They don't want to see that he's mayonnaise. They don't want him in there. He picked that up on his own Similac way. He picked that up. I don't believe his parents would ever tell him to do a thing like that. Going to going to school. Both of them. Yesterday with a tech, I'm talking about the grocery store one. Even though they say he was 18, but mentally I don't think he was 18. Because when they had him handcuffed, did anybody notice the innocence of a child in his face, in his
Nope,
eyes?
I don't believe that, sir. 18, he knew what he was doing. Anytime you go anywhere and he had nigga wrote, I'm sorry, the N word wrote on his gun, and he talking about blacks, Mexicans, and other people, any immigrants are taking a white man's job. He listen to Carson Tucker and all them white ring people saying that mess, because that's where he got that rhetoric from. And then he online the day before talking what he's gonna do. And the people that he said this to, why they didn't say nothing? He was online and
Right.
said what he was gonna do.
And
Everybody,
that's what,
so everybody believed what he believed in, because didn't nobody say anything. Didn't nobody contact the police or anything.
then why wasn't they prepared if he was online? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they
I
say
didn't see that.
he was live with this. He went live the day before and the day of. He had a
And nobody
GoPro or
paid
something, and
attention.
he was filming all that mess on Facebook Live.
And nobody paid attention to him, right?
No, people was watching. Didn't nobody say nothing. Didn't nobody say.
That's what I'm
It's
saying. Ain't
like me
nobody paying
saying,
attention.
I'm gonna go shoot up a mall tomorrow. All of us on this line right now, and I'm saying, well, tomorrow I feel like go shoot up a mall. I'm gonna go to this mall. I'm just gonna start killing white people. Y'all heard me saying this, and I
And
go
you
do it,
still
and
go
y'all
to
be
the
like, well,
grocery
hell, I
store.
thought she was playing. No,
No,
But
no, I wouldn't go.
that goes back to, if somebody makes a threat, I'm calling the police.
yep,
Me too.
Call the police.
I'm
I need
calling
y'all to come out.
911.
I need to get a report, because if anything
Yeah,
happens after that point, baby, I carry. I
right.
carry. Now, I did feel uncomfortable Tuesday at the graduation. And I didn't feel that way until after they had us sitting there for an hour. I'm like, okay, what is really going on? Why did we have to sit there for a whole hour?
Because
Now
they
I'm look,
wasn't prepared.
yeah, they wasn't prepared. But just in those moments, I got the thinking.
Anything could have happened.
Yeah, and I just started getting like a little anxiety. I said, let me just calm down. But later on,
Yeah,
I
I
found
get
out
you.
that them kids had got shot at that elementary
See
school.
that? See that? That was your premonition.
See,
But I feel uncomfortable around crowds now. I don't want to be in a crowd. Sure, I just don't. That's just me.
I'm gonna
Because
read
you
these
never know
two.
what the.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Miss J, Auntie J. I'm gonna read these two, then I'm gonna let you finish eating it up.
Yeah.
Jessica says anyone who commits mass murder of innocent people should be shot to kill on sight. Should be shoot to kill on sight. Do not arrest them. No justice, no punishment, no pills can fix it. I agree. Shoot them like they do them like they just did them people. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then Seattle
But they
girl says,
never gonna shoot them on sight.
right. Yes, God says, LOL, I like to pre-roll them ahead of time for the day. That would have live today. We need the smoke. Yes. Listen here. When you finish getting rolling, come on up here and blow that smoke. Go ahead, Auntie J. I'm sorry.
I want it too. Uh, one of the best parts is a waking up is a rolled up. Okay.
Okay.
You hear me? One of the
I hear you
best things
knocking.
God
Can I come
ever
in?
created. Yes, one of the best things God ever created. You heard me?
Okay.
oh, so
Amen.
everybody smoking, huh?
Well,
Huh?
Let
yeah,
me
I
put
smoke
it.
mine. You might eat yours, edibles. I don't like edibles.
I
Mm-mm.
rather drink. I rather
You got
drink.
to drink yours.
Mm,
Oh, okay. No matter how you get it in, you just get it in you.
I rather
Get
drink.
it in. You ever drink? But you better
Nigga.
get some. You better get some of that other stuff in you too.
No,
What's
I
That
that?
rather.
other stuff, that other stuff is really good for us. When I go to the off topic a little bit, I'm off topic. When I go to the medical marijuana, I found out some statistics.
Hmm.
One of the owners of the store said that they had a friend that was 23 when they were in college, and he had lupus disease, Lombardi or something, but it was a brain cancer. And the
Hmm.
doctors gave him 6 months to live, their friend. And they said they pumped him up with marijuana, and he lived almost 3 years to 3 years.
Oh wow.
So I found out, statistically speaking, if you smoke cigarettes and marijuana, your chances of catching cancer lessen by 85%. If you smoke just marijuana, if you use only marijuana, your chances of catching cancer are less than about 95%. When he said that, I left that medical reefer store and smoked me 2 cigarettes at the same time and said America was built on lies. I don't believe nothing they say. Let me see. That's the type of person I am with America. Because
Mhm.
we've been lied to so much, it is ridiculous. It's the truth. And that's why it's so easy again for my generation that dropped the book or that boy's generation to say what what's your name?
Miss Sonia. Sonia.
Miss Sonia.
Mm,
What Miss Sonia said because she's from my generation. And that's how most of them think. Somebody should have been talking to that child. Somebody should have been asking that child some questions. How was your day? What's good to you? What was good about your day? Children need that. They need all that. And they sometimes don't know they need it because the parents don't do it. Nobody's paying attention to the child. I'm telling you. I can picture exactly how it went. And when a child seeks you want to get parents' attention, they even if it's negative behavior, they'll do it. They'll do it.
Yeah.
I did it.
But
Yeah, I
Auntie,
did it.
I ain't never heard nobody use that marijuana and want to go out and take everybody out.
Right.
That I ain't
It's
never heard.
not happening. Me either. I ain't never heard it either. Okay.
And I recently,
Marijuana is a good thing.
yeah,
Did
and I
they
re-
say he smoked some marijuana and did it?
no, I'm just since you had brought it over to the marijuana segment, I thought that I would
Yeah.
just throw it out there. When I hear my marijuana, I don't want to hurt nobody. I listen here. I
Right.
want to
We
have.
don't.
I'm a want to listen to my music. I'm gonna want to get me a bite to eat. I'm gonna want to just chill
Right.
out. I don't want to do nothing.
Right. It's not gonna
No,
make me want to kill nobody. He probably wasn't smoking. That's what it was. You need some
but it
weed in
makes,
your
it
life.
makes you think because okay, he's 18, and we know in our teen years, some of us, we may have indulged into some drugs. We just turned 18, about to get out the house
Mm-hmm.
around your older friends, and we don't
Mm-hmm.
know what's going on, and we don't know who he had to have had a leader. 18,
No,
that
I
was,
thought of some stuff at 18 on my own. I ain't had no leader.
but you
Because I
ain't
was
thought
a
about
very angry
nothing
child.
place at 18, did you?
I thought about popping a cap in that house I lived in.
Oh,
I hated that house. And I said it all the time. Yeah, I thought about it. I just didn't do it. But I
yeah.
thought about it. Yeah. When you don't have
But
nobody listening to you, like as a child, nobody answering your questions, nobody recognizing your birthday. It's just another day. Happy birthday. You know, it's not good. Beating on me, I was beat. I wasn't spanked. I was beat. And us thinking that's normal, it's not normal. And then us giving it off to our children. It's not right. You don't beat nobody. It's Massa beat us. Massa already beat us. Now you gonna beat me. And that's where I was at with that. So it could be just a lot of variables that went on. But why he's acting that way is because what's going on in the house. It's the house. It's always the house. It's always what happened behind closed doors. It is.
mm,
He got that gun and hid it in the house. Why his mother and father didn't find it?
one search in the room, like
What
you
about a
said.
black
Thank
in his
you.
house? What about a black in his house? So you can't use that
Huh?
excuse. Something happened at home. One who want to go out there and just kill black people. I don't believe that. He got that from listening to other people. And probably his parents too. I don't know. Cause it's like I said, when you born, you ain't born racist. You ain't born to hate another color. You don't know what that is. unless your parents are teaching you that mess.
That's
Because
right.
when I grew up in the projects, hey, we got buses of white kids school, and I'm not gonna lie, we playing dodgeball. All the people I was hitting was a white kid, out knocking 8 blocks out their damn head, and they told me, "You can't do that." I can't do what? You gotta hit
Why
everybody.
would you?
These
Why would
my
you not play
friends.
Jack
Why,
on
why,
for
why,
you?
why would I hit my friends? I grew up with them. I don't know these kids, so I'm hit these kids. What we doing? And they told me I couldn't do that. And I continue to. You can't tell me what to do. I continue to. But it wasn't because they was white. It just because, hell, I didn't know them kids. We got bused in this new school. These new kids to me. So everybody else, I grew up on the same street with. We got old friends. These are new kids to me. So I started picking their ass off that ball. I didn't care. I got put in time out too many times. I got sat down. They told me to go sit down too much. I was that kid at school. I wasn't a bully. I was fighting bullies, but yeah, I was that child. But these kids, like I was coming up, we didn't have a cell phone. I said, boy, we had a cell phone. We was coming up, Lord Jesus. We'd have been national news.
Yes.
All that mess I was doing coming up, baby. I'd have been internet gold. That's like, what the hell? You don't go sit down. What are you doing? I stayed fighting. I'm fighting. Until you look
Me too.
around
I fought
fighting,
all the
fighting
time.
somebody.
Me too. I'm fighting somebody.
Stay
And
fighting.
that
I
was just
stayed
built
fighting.
up anger. I learned when I went to therapy that was just built up anger. That's why I fought all the time. I hated my house.
I wasn't angry. It just I was like minding my business. They picking on me. They started messing with me, so I started fighting. If you didn't say nothing to me, I wouldn't fight you. You start picking at me or picking on me, yeah, I'm gonna fight you. Because that's not what we about to do. We're not about to do that. You're gonna be picking on me or come over try to bully me. Oh, what we do? Oh, okay. Meet me after class. Or I fight in class. I didn't care. I fought in school. I got suspended a couple times fighting at school because that's not what we about to do. We have to play that game. That's not what you gonna do. You're not gonna walk up on me, put your hand in my face, and I don't know you. Who are you? I talked about your mama. Who is your mama? Who are you? That's okay. Somebody told you that, so now I'm gonna beat you up and go find a person that told you that and go beat them up too. And that's exactly what I did.
Right.
Don't lie on me and say I said or did anything I didn't do. Still like
Right.
that.
Now, Sonya, let
Well,
me check this out. Can you hear me?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to the topic, like, so with the lady, the Black Lives Matter lady, Patrice Colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really felt like she she did so much wrong, and I feel like so much wrong at the wrong time, because at this point in time, why should we
I don't believe nothing
we
she
gotta
say.
find that money. They gotta get that money out of her hands. Like with her, this is a
They
situation we gotta
found the
find
money.
that, huh?
They found the money. They found it.
Well, now they need to start giving that money to them families that was really affected, like these people that just lost their family members in Buffalo, New York.
She gave it to her baby daddy to start a studio and a business. She gave him like 900 some $1,000. Oh, they found that money. They found out where she gave that money. Her baby daddy got some of that money. And then she got that house and everything else. They put her in front of it. It's a white man that actually run Black Lives Matter. But
Mhm.
she had her hand in the cookie jar too. And now she's telling black people we all need to get together. I don't know you.
Me neither.
Why would I have your back? What did you do? Oh, nothing. Oh, okay. So why should I stand with you now? You didn't stand with them people who you kids you used to get that money, and now all of a sudden we need to stick together. Who is we? We ain't got nothing to do with that.
We wasn't there with you when you spent that money.
Mm,
Where
mm,
was, you know what I'm saying?
I
Where
swear,
was,
you didn't give me $1.
Yeah, we
That
didn't
got me
receive
some
any
money.
payment. Right. We didn't receive any payments in our cash app.
For real. So who is we? I don't speak French. We. No.
But listen, I'm just curious, and maybe I shouldn't be, but I'm curious if you saw Patrice Colors today, what would you say to her?
Can I borrow? I need to borrow about 5 stacks.
What
Let me
you
hold
say?
10,000 right quick. I'll pay you back. Let me hold 10,000 right quick. I'm trying to buy something.
You know what? I could see that happening. I could see that happening. So you would take the approach of let me be nice to her and see if I can uh get some money up out of her since she got money up out of us.
Be nice. No, I'm not gonna be nice. I'm just gonna ask her for some money. What the hell be nice for? I don't know you. I
How
don't
you
know
gonna
her. I mean,
how you
she
gonna
passing
ask
out
for
money. She gave her boyfriend a $90,000. Hell, can I get some money too? The fuck? Well, I'm saying, I want to be your no. I'm be like, hey, since you passing out money, I get 10 stacks. I'm trying to go buy something right quick. I'm trying to go buy me a studio. I'll pay you back in about 2050.
it?
The hell?
No.
I bet not. I mean, hell, you passing out money. You ain't give them to the people who you borrowed the money from for their family. They ain't seen a nickel or a dime. Since you want to pass out money to your baby dad and his homeboys and your cousin. Hey, cuz, I'm your cousin twice removed from your daddy's side. What's up,
Exactly.
cuz? I'm your fifth cousin. What's up, cuz? What's up, cuz?
But what if she's a blood?
I wouldn't give that what shit. What's up, cuz? I'm your cousin. I'm your fifth cousin. Your cousin. Can I get invited to the barbecue? Cause I know you throwing a barbecue at that house. I just need to borrow 10,000. That's all. I ain't greedy. Just give me ten
Yes, sir.
thousand. That's all I want. I ain't greedy.
That ain't gonna hurt you.
Yeah, go on cash out me that real quick.
No, I don't want to do Western Union. Just get your phone out.
Oh, I
Open
can't
it
do
up.
cash out. Anything over 6,000, IRS gonna be in my business at that point. Write me a check for $9,999. Anything under 10,000, I ain't gotta pay back. Just give me that. Don't give me 10. Just give me $9,999.99.
Oh, a mess. You know what? Just I really wish that I could have ran into her.
Boy, sorry.
Ooh, listen, we have a
We're talking about
foundation
part of Black
here.
Lives. Let me go give me a GoFundMe right quick. I'm part of
Right.
Black Lives Matter. Can y'all donate for the GoFundMe? No, I forgot. They be looking for me. The feds be looking for me. Ma'am. We need to talk, ma'am. Can we talk to you about what? What's up? I feed the field. The field. I feed the field.
And
I
it
was telling
is.
I feed the field.
You know what's like, and I believe you. I believe you. But you know how much of a disservice this woman did? Like, I hope that those guys, rest in peace to everybody that passed in those horrible, horrific ways. I hope they show up in her dreams every night and scare her to heaven.
No, I bet she sleep real peacefully right now. You think she care? Anybody like that? They don't care, like really don't care. They sleeping real good. Now, if I'm sleeping and a ghost come see me, I'm gonna holler, you gonna pay some bills? If you ain't gonna pay no bills, I don't need you to exit stage door left. I'm gonna you to float on to somebody else's house. I got bills over here. We don't pay on my lights. Look at my lights. I got electric bill. What we doing?
Yeah,
gonna need some on TH2, bro. What we doing?
they
I'm
need to
coming
go
come
flick. They need to go flicker her lights because that was so disrespectful. I
You
really
feel my life? Hold on, niggas, hold on. That's 10 cents a second. What we doing? Don't come here flicking no lights. Do not come over cutting on my water. Hold
forgot.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I got time out. Say, whoever you is, I'm gonna need your material real quick. We need to have a conversation. I got bills here. If you ain't putting on no bills, I'm gonna need you to go float next door somewhere. Go to the wall. How you came in, how you exit. Unless you're gonna go to a bank and go drop some notes off on my table, and then you can stay. Don't go in my icebox, touch my food, none of that. I'm gonna need you to back up. What my salt? I'm gonna need my salt and some holy oil. You gotta go. I'm sorry. Good day. You ain't chipping in no bills. Don't come over here playing. Don't do that.
And that's it. And you meant what you
Candace
said.
Owens. Girl, she's scared of Candace Owens. I want to see her. That's who I want to see. Can I meet Candace Owens and, and tell her, oh, black people want slaves. Oh, we need to go with slavery. Ain't no racism. I find it kind of funny when you was in high school and white kids picked on you, said racist shit to you. You sued your school and had the NAACP with you, suing your school racism. But racism don't exist. How sway? Make that make sense.
Let's talk about it.
If racism not here, then why you sue your school for being racist and had the NAACP with you? Oh, you need me to Google that? Hold on. Ain't this you at the school suing? But racism don't exist. But you sue your school for racism? How sway? Oh, you forgot you were black. Oh, you married a white man. Oh, and now you think you black? I mean, you black, but you born in the wrong body. Oh, so can the people who you sue can they get their money back since you don't believe in racism? Is you gonna pay them back their money you made off them? Oh, okay. She would hate to meet me because I hurt her feelings. Cause I wish
Yeah.
she would knock on my door. I would tell her, come on in, and have a seat. What we doing? How this conversation about to go? Are we gonna be nice or are we gonna make it hood? I can be nice and hood. What's up? What can you tell me? Nothing. Do I believe anything you say? Nah. I guess you what they call a mammy for the white man. Take that how you want to take it. And for as slaves, I guess your parents wasn't slaves, or your great who were people. Okay, interesting. White girl. I'm on her Instagram. Every time she say something stupid, I post on her Instagram. She don't never say nothing back to me. I'm just waiting on her to answer me one time. One. One. And I'm gonna go live and tell her to
What?
come join me. And tell I'm going live, y'all. I got Candace Owens coming over here. Meet me over here. We're gonna have a ball. About to see how this gonna go. And I'ma laugh. The whole time be laughing. Too late, you all right? I'm fine. What's your address? I'm here. What's your address? I'm not Patrice that you want to go see and Scott scared outside the door. I'm gonna open the door for you and tell you to come in. And once you in my house, you know I got the right to defend myself in my house. I'm gonna lock my door. So don't get stupid. Watch your tone and watch your mouth because you in my house. I'm gonna feel threatened in my house. And one of us ain't gonna walk out and it's gonna be you. So I'll suggest you shut the fuck up and act like you got sense. And we good. Cause I'm not hurt. I'm not scared of you or nobody around you. What you want to do? Run up. All I gotta say, run up. That's it. So don't act like black people ain't going through what they going through when you sued your school for racism don't exist. I be like, y'all don't. I like, ooh, who should be saying that? I'm like, y'all ain't pulling this up. when she literally schooled her school for racism, but it don't exist. Can that school get their money back they paid you for being racist? Oh, Google it,
Can we say
Queen. Why
bottom
you on?
liquor?
Huh?
Yeah. I said, can we say bottom liquor?
Yep. Google it, baby. Just let's put it up. Candace Owens suing school for racism, and you're gonna see a picture of her with the NAACP. But racism don't exist. The irony of that. Woo, that's a good one though. Who? That if I
Blur.
go to Ghost Hunter show, they gonna love me on the Ghost Hunter show. They would love me. Cause I be standing there looking like, what a ghost said. What y'all said? He behind who? He behind me? Don't stand behind me. You make me nervous. Behind me, I'm gonna stare at my bag ghost. I'm gonna need you to move around. Going on with that. How much they look? See how much they pay? 30.
37,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
37,500.
mm, hmm.
You know
But
what? This
hmm.
is, you know what? How about we come back later on this evening and we
Okay.
dissect Miss Candace Owens?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. We sure can. I told you. She
Yeah,
sued him for
let's.
racism.
Uh-huh.
So for racism. But racism don't exist.
Yeah, we about to get all up in her business.
Yes, baby, yes. But racism don't exist. But you sued school for racism. And
Mm-hmm.
got down $38,000. Can I get their money back?
Because sister, you done made that by now. As much
She
as
like Black Lives. She like old girl like Black Lives Matter Patrice. What y'all? What we doing? You calling her
y'all,
out, but
girl, she was trying to get a piece of the pie. She was trying to, that $10,000 line that you had. That's what Candace grime on. I don't like that.
okay. She said,
You
"Let me
get what I'm
hold a meal.
saying?
Let
You
me
get what
hold a
I'm
meal right quick."
I'm not gonna tell anyone. Or you know what? She might take that voice off and be hood. Hi,
Yeah.
Patricia girl. Listen, I know I have to do a job, but right now, just fly me a meal and I got you. I won't cover you no more.
Yeah. I'm,
But if you don't give
I'm
me that
so
meal, then
ten
I'll
right
be
now.
reporting live.
No, look. I'm gonna act like I came to your house and with the cameraman, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna put
Mhm.
on this show. We're gonna have you like you're not crying and scared and just let me hold about a meal or two. Girl, we good.
Yeah. You need coverage
Mm-hmm.
showing that you are in a horrible state. And I can help you with that. As I know how to tear down and
Mm,
make things appear what they aren't.
mm,
So you might
mm.
be on to some, sis.
Huh?
I say you might be on to something.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Tanya, when are we going live on your channel?
Uh, well, we can go live on my channel tonight if you want to and talk about Candace Owens.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because I mean, you about to get monetized, so you might not want to talk about nothing. They may not monetize you. They ain't monetized me yet, because I'm nowhere near 1,000 people. So yeah, we can do it on mine.
Okay, yeah, let's roll on over to Tanya's house. We're gonna be talking about Candace Owens tonight and the money that she got paid from racism against her.
Well, you have to put up on your lab on your computer, because I don't know how to pull up none of that mess on mine. Because somehow it's not letting me do it from mine. Like pull up different stuff on
Okay.
StreamYard. So we just pull up on your. But like I said, I talk about that help.
Okay.
I want her to say something to me. Can I tag her on Instagram and tell her come on YouTube?
Yeah. You
Okay.
can. Yeah,
Okay.
do it on Instagram and then do it on Twitter. And once you create the post or whatever, what I'll do is I'll post it on Twitter as well.
Okay. And tell her, come
And
on over here
it's,
and explain this to me. That racism don't exist, but yet you sued your school for racism and got about $38,000. You gonna
uh-huh.
get can you get a school their money back since you don't believe in racism? Oh,
That's it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So everybody, we are going to be over at Sonya's place tonight. If we can drop Sonya's link in the chat so you guys can definitely meet us over there. And actually, what we are going to do going forward, we're going to do like a name draw for the ladies that come over and visit with us. If you guys do have a channel, um, we will be visiting your channel sometime this week.
What happened?
No, I was saying that we was gonna like the people that we that support us, the ones that have channels. If you guys can continue to support us because we are going to be visiting your channel sometime this week where you guys have a discussions like, okay, I'm having a live right now. Sonya's gonna have one tonight. Well, who's having one tomorrow so we can come and support you? So let us know if you're gonna have a show tomorrow and if what time is going to be. And we want to be able to come around and support everybody's channel because you guys support ours. Phone rung and got dropped. Uh-oh. Okay. So I believe that's Science channel right there. Let me see. Did Candace Owens contact YouTube? Haha. I'm not sure, but we are definitely going to figure that out tonight. But listen, guys, this is Science channel right here. It is actually in the chat. Jessica posted it. Shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Sonya. Maybe those are our mods over here. Sonya is the head mod. She is will get you right together, but she also love to engage with you as well. Jessica is our sweetie pie, so you get it nice and easy. With Sonya, you come at her wrong, you're gonna get it rough. Okay. And it says, yes, I just finished, but I will join y'all tonight. It's 12:46 here now, so that'll be perfect because that Sonya girl cracked me up. Absolutely. So let's make sure we are following Sonya's page. This is her link right here. I'm glad we got to engage. We will not, this will not be our only time talking about this topic because it's the everlasting topic. I just subscribed and put my notification bell. Yes. So when you guys subscribe, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell and select all so you can get any notifications that Sonya goes live. She will be live tonight, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're Eastern, I believe that is 10 p.m. And if you're Pacific, I believe that is 6 for you. All right. On that note, thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa Show. I'm your host, Goddess Tulsa. Thank you. And until we meet again tonight. Hello, and thank you for coming by, keeping up with Queen Tulsa.